good morning to you, Emmanuel. Right, good to have you here. This is the second time I've met you, and I'm seeing you in this regalia, fugu.
I'm an African.
So, like, this is how you dress every day.
Oh, I have a lot of them.
Mm.
Yes, so I try to dress African. You know, it's good, suit the culture too.
I see. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Right, so let's continue with the conversation last week. It looks like it's quite difficult to identify people who are really suffering from bipolar. Why is that?
All right, good morning and good morning to your viewers. Yes. Let me thank the leadership of UPNMG Ghana. They are doing so great, so I want to thank them. And also my friend Samuel Sefa is celebrating his birthday, so I wish him all the best in life. All right, you know, it's hard to diagnose people of said disease because you can't go to the lab for your blood to be taken and they say you have bipolar. It is not possible. So unless constant observation, history taking, plus the mental status examination. Right. So it's not that easy to say this, like to look at somebody for a minute or two and say the person has bipolar. It's difficult.
I see. Now people say that they hide behind all these things and then they tend to misbehave a lot. Even when it hasn't set in, they put cameras on and then they say a lot of things. Do you also think so?
Oh, there has been instances in Ghana that people suffering from said disease, you know, do all those things. But I want to say all those people are, in fact, they are in their own reality. They don't understand what is going on. So looking at them from behind, you might think they are hiding behind their illnesses and doing all sort of stuff. But at that point, they are out of touch. They don't really know what is happening to them. Yes.
Okay. All right. But there's a possibility that they pretend.
We are humans. So once in a while, people will do that. But I would not attribute it to they knowing that they are sick and they are still using it to do those things. I will never do that, but at least.
Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about anxiety, depression, panic attacks. What's the link between these three that I have mentioned?
So the mental issues, we have the organic psychosis and the functional psychosis. So organic psychosis is just about the brain cells. It could be a defect to the brain cells, a defect to the brain and the organ itself. So the functional psychosis are just the function of it. So the depression, the anxiety, panic attacks, the OCD, they are all part of functional psychosis. Yes, so they had, like there's a link. It all deals with the mood through your brain cells. So there's a link between them all.
Right, let's talk about depression in general. What is it?
All right. People call it clinical depression. Others still call it organic depression. A lot of names. But then depression is just about you having extreme sadness. And this can last for 2 weeks to about 4 months. So, you know, it becomes so severe at a point in time when there's even psychosis set in. You will not even be able to go about your daily living. So depression is, in a way, that aspect of it, it's very, very serious. That it can even interfere with your normal activities. Some even commit suicide in the course of it.
So I know there's postpartum depression. Yes. What are some of the types?
Yes, so there are postpartum blues, postpartum psychosis, then postpartum depression itself.
Right, we'll come to, let's look at postpartum depression. What does it mean?
So it's just about you having your child, then this thing sets in. So we have the blues. It lasts for about 4 to 5 days after delivery. At that instant, the woman goes through a lot of mood swings, crying spells, and even not able to sleep just after bed. But that one can even subside with good eating habit, sleeping habit, then even support from the mother's mother, like the so it can even resolve on its own. And the postpartum depression. Okay, so that one lasts for about 2 to 6 months after delivery. And usually happens for those who have maybe any organic issues or maybe psychotic issues. So that one too, there's a bit of you not be able to take care of your child. At that time, you might have a lot going on. Crying, not be able to sleep, not be able to even feed the baby. So the psychosis is the serious one of it. There are something we call nihilistic delusions. The person might even feel like she has no intestine to even eat, no breast, nothing to even feed the baby. Some at the point even see their child or baby as maybe a snake, as an animal, so they try to even kill the child crown. There was an instant that a woman tried to strangle the baby because she thought the baby was an animal there, so she has to kill it. So it's very serious. Yes, postpartum depression is very, very serious.
I think I have also witnessed one before. She had like 5 children. She called all of them, gave them water, buckets of water to drink till they could take it no more. Now, what is the cause of all of this?
Yes, as I said the last time, these things are idiopathic. The actual cause are not known. But then the precipitating factors and the predisposing factors. It could be from your genetics. It could be from your environment. It could be from an accident you had. It could be a breakup. So there are forms of it. So the actual cause is not known. But these things also attribute to the illness.
With regards to the postpartum, is it that whilst we're pregnant, we don't take really good care of ourselves, or we don't take care of our mental health that well?
There are so many hormonal changes during childbirth. Yes, so all these things builds up. And if you don't take good care of yourself, there are lifestyle issues that you need to go through. At least exercise well, eat well, sleep well. And, if you don't do all those things, it builds up. And that can also cause the postpartum.
And then disappointments as well.
Sometimes a lady will get pregnant and another lady, like, no husband to take care of her, no family support. It can lead to
And then there are instances where you want a particular gender and it turns the other way. How does it affect the body?
Once you are going through these things, okay, I will tackle the psychosis well, because all these things affect the body. So we have delusions and the hallucinations. So the hallucinations, we have the olfactory, we have the visual hallucinations, the auditory. People sometimes feel like they can hear people talking to them. At the time, there's no one there. They feel like obinine kasa. And the person is threatening her to kill herself, kill the baby. So this one affects the body. It affects you. There's nothing you can do about it. You feel it's a concrete evidence, like, no, obinine kasa. So you can't do anything about it. And it takes an expert to help you in this state. And depression is not something that you can just snap out of it. It takes a long time, and it affects you. There could be palpitation of your heart. There could be sleeplessness. Even the appetite can even change. Some tend to eat more at that time. Some too, they don't even want to eat or take anything. Yeah, so all these things affect the body.
I see. At what point does it become critical?
We will say mental, every behavior is meaningful and goal-directed. Depending, you are not causing harm to yourself or others. So at the point you are trying to cause harm to yourself or to others, I think that is the point that we need to take good care of you or take you to a facility for a long-term stay or maybe a short-term arrangement. Yeah.
I see. What are some of the triggers?
Oh, you should know the people that you live with. Somebody who goes about his daily living, goes to work every morning, enjoys playing football, now feel detached. They don't have that sense of urgency or that feeling to go to work. They don't have that feeling to even play the ball that they used to play. All these things are triggers. You should know that, this guy used to, come to people, used to play with us, chat with us, now feels withdrawn. The person can lock himself in the room for longer periods, not even eat. Then the slightest thing, they are angered, they are like irritating. All these things are signs that you should look out for.
I
Yes.
see.